How did Kronika doomed herself by choosing to destroy the elder gods? While playing Mortal Kombat, you might wonder what it is, that there's this character, Kronika, who is a titan, who is stronger than the elder gods combined, and yet after a few fights, she falls just like everyone else. How is this possible? Well, it's not, under normal circumstances. But let's see how we got here. After one being was out of the picture, Kronika rose to the pinnacle of power. She was invulnerable and indestructible. Well, indestructible one-on-one. However, if several powerful beings attacked her, she could be destroyed. Just as the elder gods used the Kamidogu to destroy the most powerful being, the one being, whose body became realms and whose spirit was sealed away. Not completely, Shinnok broke the agreement and absorbed not a piece of one being's soul into his amulet, but a part of one being's unique divine power. In Mortal Kombat, the drama comes from the fact that the spirit of the one being is partially free and tries to reunite itself, for which it uses powerful beings, instilling in them the desire to reunite the realms. And this is where Mortal Kombat came into the picture. It's a tournament founded by the elder gods to stop and delay the unification of the realms. The combined power of the elder gods is behind Mortal Kombat, and they are the ones who oversee it. Mortal Kombat is supposed to be a fair fight to decide the fate of the realms. More specifically, whether they can merge or not. But in reality, Mortal Kombat was only fair until you reached the sub-boss. Kronika gave the sub-boss and the boss an unfair advantage. And the elder gods left it at that. Under normal circumstances, Mortal Kombat was only up and running when the question of merging realms arose. So, Kronika didn't want to merge realms at the end of Mortal Kombat 11, so how did she become a Mortal Kombat participant? Kronika made a fatal mistake by killing the elder gods because after that, the situation arose that Mortal Kombat remained, but its rules changed, due to the death of the elder gods. Maybe when the elder gods suspected that Kronika would deal with them, they did this changes themselves. But after their death, Mortal Kombat doesn't have to be fair at all. Things like asking for a shield or refilling your life during a match didn't even arise, but after the death of the elder gods, there is no one to set and enforce fair rules. And this also fits in with the fact that Mortal Kombat can now arise not only when merging realms. Could it be that with the death of the elder gods, shouldn't Mortal Kombat also end? Not necessarily, there has been something similar in the series before. In the original timeline, Shinnok killed the god Argus along with several other gods, but his divine power remained, and at the pyramid we fight for his divine power. Similarly, the elder gods died, but their divine power remained and continues to force the outcome of Mortal Kombat. Also, Mortal Kombat brings everyone to a level where your fighting skills decide, not your strength. That may be why gods like Raiden can't use their full power and can die, despite being gods. If someone is stronger than the elder gods, they can change or even ignore the outcome of Mortal Kombat or its rules. But let's just say there isn't really anything like it. Shao Kahn became possessed by the incomplete form of the one being at the end of Mortal Kombat 9, and the elder gods were unable to defeat him at first. You might wonder why. On the one hand, in the original timeline, Shinnok had already killed one of the elder gods, so the power of the remaining elder gods was not enough. They had to engage in a Mortal Kombat so that the power of the already dead elder god would be with them, and so this way they defeated the one being that possessed Shao Kahn with great difficulty. And then we get to Kronika's downfall. By killing the elder gods, the rules of Mortal Kombat fell apart, not just the unification of the realms activated it. In other words, Kronika also became a Mortal Kombat participant, which she shouldn't have been, because she reset time, not united realms. And so Kronika was affected by the combined power of the elder gods, which was already enough to destroy her. It can be seen that Kronika's decision to destroy the elder gods led to her own downfall. And ever since, even in Liu Kang's new timeline, no matter how much you're a titan, no matter how much you're at the top, you can still fail in a Mortal Kombat match. While it seems that the titans are powerful enough to manipulate the original rules of Mortal Kombat, it's not enough to beat them twice in a fight. They can keep trying more, but eventually they can fail. This is the legacy of the elder gods.
With his titan power restored, Liu Kang is invulnerable.
Kronika wasn't, and neither is he.